Alright, what's happening, guys? So we're back again, testing out this Sundown Audio X8V3. We got the Taramps hooked up, the 3K Smart Bass 3. I was playing around with it a little bit, and already I'm getting this coil pretty hot, hitting 138. We're at 24 hertz. Still haven't done any optimization with the pipes, nothing yet. So I know how things go. I get excited. I like to turn things up a little bit too much, and before you know it, bam, you know, sub's blown out. So I wanted to just get this on record real quick, just in case I end up fucking something up. And yeah, that's what happened to my two Sundown 6.5s, the X's. I had two of those bad boys in here with the same, almost the same setup. They were doing 135 at 24 hertz, and I fried them. But they were doing pretty good, and I was really impressed. Didn't get it on video, and that's what happens. So, but anyway, so let's get this going. I'm gonna just do a quick roll. This is actual SPL testing. So what that means is basically you're going for that one punch, try to hit that score, and then back it off before you blow blow the sub up. So I'll see how many of those I can get without burning her up. So you can see for sure the 138 at 24 hertz. Yeah, 24 hertz. So let's do it. There we go. I don't know if you guys saw that. All right, got her again. I can kind of smell coil. Smell a little bit of coil, guys. Woo. Still running though. So turn it down a little bit. So I know if you guys ever seen unofficial Sundown, they tested one of these guys in a sniper box, and it did some pretty impressive numbers. I think they did a 153 at about 55 hertz, and it took about 5,000 watts before it finally blew the coil, which is incredibly impressive. And if you see the way they rolled it, they were doing pretty slow rolls. I counted some of the times, almost 10 seconds, before they backed off of it. So I don't think that's gonna happen in this case. I'm not sure what's going on. But I know my setup's not efficient at all. It's not really geared for SPL. It's just, it's a straight up cab. I still have most of my upholstery is still in here, aside from the back there. But like I said, guys, none of this is optimized. This is just a rinky-dink setup, and we're just seeing what happens. And I'm pretty sure this 3K is putting out maybe about 1,500 watts to that sub, which to me that's reasonable. 1,500 watts. The sub is rated at 800 RMS, so we're definitely getting into its peak territory. But we'll find out that for sure, as I have a coil. I don't know if you guys seen the short. I put a picture in there with the coil already blown out. The coil's in good condition, so I'm gonna test that on this 3K and see what it takes to actually blow that coil up. I'm not sure how to go about testing it yet. I was thinking for now I'll place it in some water, see what its boiling point is, see what the wattage at boiling, and then I'll try it open air. I don't have any way to test the thermals on it, so I'm kind of just gonna be guessing. But anyway, like I said, I wanted to just throw this out there real quick. A quick roll to the 138. I'll do it one more time, see if we get it without blowing her up. 139. 139.3 on that one, guys. That's almost the 140. So if you're with me on this, guys, I'm trying to hit that 140 at 22 to 20 hertz. So you guys know there's a big controversy in the car audio world about the two Sundown, what the hell are they, the Z8s, and those subs are beefy as hell. A lot of guys can't believe that they can do the 150 at 18 hertz. And, you know, unfortunately, I'm not sure why that is. I guess people just don't really understand the concepts. I mean, to me, it seems doable, especially with the rear-loaded horn that Homeboy's using. So that's kind of my deal here, is to show you that, look, just because a sub is small, it doesn't mean a damn thing. What matters is the environment and how you transfer that energy. The whole cone area is king. That really doesn't apply, man. That really does not apply. It's more about the motor force. Now cone area matters depending on your setup. If you really depend on that cone to do all the work, well then yeah, of course it's gonna matter. But once you put a port into your setup, it's a whole different ball game. Motor force is gonna dictate more of that, you know. And if anything, your setup, when it comes to SPL scores, remember, guys, that you're trying to focus that energy to that one little point. Now if you see this meter, that's the sensor, that tiny little ass hole. So you need to focus all that energy into that point. And if you understand how things like concentrate energy like a laser or a microwave, it starts to make a little more sense. Sound is the same thing, a three-dimensional projection of energy. But anyway, we'll get into some of that fun stuff later. Like I said, I just wanted to show you that 138 real quick. I'm gonna try to get this receipt. You know, I like doing the windy stuff so you guys can see it. That's another thing too, guys, that windy, you know, the low frequencies is not the same as SPL. Just because things float stuff, it doesn't really mean that it's going to translate well on the SPL meter. You're moving air, but that's literally what you're doing. You're just moving air. You're moving it back and forth within that cabin. You're not necessarily focusing that energy into a point. So, but like I said, that's for some other day. Let's check out the receipt flex. Look at that shit. Anyway, I'm out. We'll do some more. I got the CNC running, and you know, if the CNC ain't running, I ain't making money. I'll catch you guys later.